Well, question.
What's that?
I got a question for you, family. When you go out on your runs, you know what I'm saying, on your routes or whatnot, when there's a fire or whatnot, what's some of the feelings or some of the thoughts that you feel you're able to share with other people? Like, is there any fear or any, doubt, anything? Because, sometimes us as Christians, we got to be careful. Um, Sometimes not to say some things that God doesn't want us to say, and sometimes to say some things that God does want us to say, and to be more specific, like we people, we fallible people, even being born again, and there's moments that we could have fear and stuff like that, even while we're trusting in God. You know what I'm saying? Because some things happen all of a sudden, and when fear comes, we just have to put our mind back on God. So, is there anything you would say to encourage other firefighters, maybe some new ones, some rookies, or anything the Lord can put on your heart on that?
Well, there's some things, some thoughts that come in your mind um, when the call come out. You don't never know what the call is going to be until you get the call. You hear the tones drop. You know, sometimes we sit around here like, please don't let it be us, or what I'm saying, don't let us have to go nowhere. And some calls that we go on, there's nothing too bad about them. And we've learned to trust in that which we train to do. We learn to fall back on each other on the trucks. We learn to fall back on each other, and as a company, as a whole, as a unit, we encourage each other by drilling each other at times, and sometimes we have to come out here and do a little bit of training for one-on-one training with captains and stuff like that. But that's only to build us up, and to show us where our weak points are, so that we can get stronger in those points. But the thoughts, man, after doing it for a little while, it's just a neutral mind frame, pretty much. But I can remember when I first started. When I first started, man, every tone that dropped, man, my heart dropped. Which is normal, for those just now coming in. For the people who don't understand what the job consists of. We should be fearful every call we get. To be honest with you. We should worry every call we get, and we should actually just stop and think a little bit, with every call we get. We should really stop and listen as the call is coming out, so that we can paint a picture in our mind before we get on the truck. What we're gonna go through, what we gotta deal with, what we're gonna probably need, and what tools we're gonna have to use, because it's a necessity for saving the people's lives that we're going to help, and it's a necessity for protecting ourselves, But it was a lot of fear. I guess fear and adrenaline at the same time. A mixture of that. As calls come out sometimes, when we get fire calls, adrenaline start pumping. As soon as we hear our trucks called, we get on the truck ready to roll. Like I said, we have faith in our training, we have faith in our skills, and we have faith in each other on this truck. We know each other. We work with each other for a while, and we pretty much understand how each other operate, know how each other work, and we depend on each other, like I said before. Because I can't do it myself, I can't go into a situation all by myself and expect to do anything and succeed in it without an extra body or without a team. Same thing in the body of Christ. We are a body. We roll as one unit, and without that, without each other, without each other's help, and when each other scattered abroad, and when we, man. It's kind of a soft spot, man, when you think about it, because it's brutal. and it hurts. It's just like I said before one time, man. It's like rolling to a vehicle accident where it's so bad that the body inside the vehicle is thrown out of the vehicle, and over there is a part of the body, and over there is a part of the body, and there's on that other side there goes another part of the body. You know, when we see that people are decapitated and stuff like that, the first thought is, of course, you know, they're gone. It's fatality. You know, there's death in the picture. You know, and that's the same way with the body as a whole. When we are separate from each other, we're decapitated. There's no life in it.